This training is about how students can receive funding to help pay for their educational pursuits. As always, you can find descriptions and additional information in your volunteer toolkit. In the financial aid world, requirements and deadlines can change. Please take the time to check the volunteer toolkit and make sure you're aware of these changes. In order to better navigate the financial aid world, it will be helpful for you to understand some basic financial aid terms. From there, we'll explain in more detail the Office of Student Access and Completion Scholarship Program, which provides hundreds of scholarship opportunities for Oregon students. Definitions. There are a few financial aid terms you will see pop up on a regular basis. FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. This is an application that a student should complete during their last year of high school and each year they're in college. The application opens on October 1st, and students should file as soon after that date as possible. On the FAFSA, students and parents report their income information. This helps public and private funders evaluate the applicant's financial need. Please refer to your toolkit for additional resources on helping your student complete the FAFSA. Whenever you need assistance with the FAFSA, please call the Federal Student Aid Helpline at 1-800-433-3243. You can also use their live chat feature. Encourage all students to complete a FAFSA, since it's the first and most important step for almost all available financial aid. Even if a student feels they will not qualify for aid, it's important to file a FAFSA. ORSAA, the Oregon Student Aid Application, is Oregon's alternative to the FAFSA for undocumented students. This application is used to determine eligibility for state financial aid, but not for federal aid. There are two main types of financial aid criteria. Need-based aid is based on FAFSA data, which takes into account household size, income, and the number of students in college. Merit-based aid takes into consideration academics, community service, talent, and other factors. Usually, merit-based aid requires essays or letters of recommendation to prove a student's ability or merit. Scholarships and grants are two major sources of financial aid funding. Scholarships are gifts to students from different organizations and individuals. Students do not have to pay this amount back. Most scholarships are based on the need of the student or the student's merit. Grants are similar to scholarships in that they are gifts to the student and do not have to be paid back. They are generally funded by either the federal or state government and are given directly to the school the student will be attending. Most grants are based on financial need, another important reason for students to complete the FAFSA. Other sources of funding are described in your volunteer toolkit under Financial Options. Other options include student loans and work study. Additionally, the toolkit contains information on financial literacy so that students and families can save now for college. Osac. Osac has three main areas of expertise. First is Aspire, a mentoring program that helps students pursue their educational and career options after high school. Osac also administers a number of federal and state grants and over 500 private scholarship programs. Students can create an account in the Osac Student Portal. In the portal, students can complete one application for multiple scholarships. Always remember that most scholarships and grants require a FAFSA. Here are some key dates to remember, which are also listed in your volunteer calendar. October 1st, the FAFSA opens. Students should complete this as soon as possible because some financial aid programs may run out of funding before they can award all eligible applicants. November 1st, the Osac scholarship application opens. High school juniors and seniors can create their account in the student portal and begin work on the application. However, only high school seniors and college students can submit an application. February 15th. Students submitting their Osac application by this early bird deadline will be entered into a drawing for a $1,000 scholarship if their application is error-free. This is a great opportunity for students to submit early and get a chance to win the $1,000 scholarship. but also to be notified if their application needs editing or correcting before the final deadline. March 1st. This is the final deadline for the Osac application. All applications and supporting documentation must be received by March 1st at 5 p.m. Students will begin to receive notification of their scholarship status at the beginning of May through August. Students will receive their notification via email. The scholarship status will stay updated within the student's portal. Encourage your students to keep their portal updated and check in frequently for the status of their Osac applications. In the Volunteer Toolkit, you can find specific training videos with tips to complete the Osac scholarship and use the student portal. Grants. Pell Grant. This is a federal grant that provides funds of up to $5,550 based on the student's financial need. Oregon Opportunity Grant. This is the state of Oregon's need-based grant for Oregon residents who will attend an Oregon 2-year or 4-year college. FAFSA or ORSAA completion is required to determine eligibility. No additional application is required. Oregon Promise is an exciting opportunity for eligible graduating seniors and GED students. These students can have community college paid for through the Oregon Promise Grant. Funding for Oregon Promise is contingent on legislative approval. Adjustments will be made with Oregon Promise. You can stay updated with these changes through Aspire's social media channels and newsletters and with your coordinator. To be eligible for Oregon Promise, students must be a graduating senior or GED student, enroll in Oregon Community College within 6 months of graduation, have a cumulative 2.5 GPA or higher, be an Oregon resident for the last 12 months. Students must complete the FAFSA, or in the case of undocumented students, complete the Oregon Student Aid Application, ORSAA. Complete an Oregon Promise application within the Osac Student Portal.